Yes, people. What is going on, man? It's it's Boxing Day. It's Boxing Day. Oh, I got a little feedback. I got a little help going on here. But yeah, we're live once again. Happy Merry Christmas to everybody that celebrated. Happy first day of Kwanzaa to everybody that celebrated. Um, United nil. Spurs. Lord, I still got the Spurs PTSD. Wolves, even worse. 2. United pisses the bed at the Molyneux once again. We give up a set piece from an Olympico from the corner flag. Everybody's looking at Onana, rightfully so. I mean, we'll get into that, how I feel about that. But toothless up front, dead up front, dead in defense, dead on the set piece. Guys are just dead. We started playing good when it got late in the game, and we're just a dead team, bro. I'll just keep it real, bro. And everybody's saying this now, and I didn't want to get to this point. I said it last week. I did not want to get to this point, fam. I really wanted to try to ride this thing out and see and be optimistic, have the cautious optimism. But I don't know where our next few wins are coming from. We have a rough schedule coming up, bro. It's not in order, but we got Liverpool, we got Newcastle coming up. Arsenal after that in the FA Cup, they're gonna probably trounce us, put us out. Liverpool after that, like Southampton, like who's fifth currently. I don't know where these points are coming from, gang. I'm gonna be real with y'all now. I have no idea where these points are coming from. I'm not happy with the performance of the team. Very unprofessional performance, 100%. But I'm not gonna do what people were doing today. Once again, because you got to have a level head. I'm not looking at one person for the reason why we lost and going to go on a tirade about it. I'm not going to do that. That's what y'all do. I watched the entire game. Okay? The entire team. I could give no plaudits to no one. No congratulations, no kind of praise to no one on that team today. I can't blame one person. I can't just blame Bruno. I can't just blame Onana. They were both terrible. Bruno just happened to get himself sent off. But they need to go from this team. Onana, the experiment's over. I got love for you as a keeper, what you represent as a keeper. But at Man United, we need a keeper that's going to save it. For all of you that's still hanging on to De Gea's bell end, he had to go too. Onana has to go as well. It just is what it is at this rate. Okay. Bruno. The first challenge was stupid. The second challenge was a red in itself. What are you doing? You just came out the locker room, gang. What did they say to you in the locker room that made you so hyped up that 83 seconds into the match, you go crazy? 83 seconds into the second half, you go mad. I backed you and said you're a leader at this team. Sometimes we look rudderless without you. I backed you multiple times. But I can't back this. 3 sending offs. The last person that gets sent off, I'll give y'all 30 seconds to tell me in the chat for the people that's watching. 30 seconds to tell me who was the last player that gets sent off 3 times in a season. 30 seconds. You can tell me in 30 seconds, we'll be good. I might give you something. A legendary player, by the way. A legend. You guys love to fawn over him when we talk about legends. One of your favorites. But very unprofessional performance from Bruno. I think Ahmad tried. He looked the most industrious of the bunch. He had the most, but he couldn't get it done on his own. And he kind of looks a little leggy as well. He can't get it done. He looked a little, but Bruno today, Ugarte picks up a dumb penalty, card for no reason. Now he's gone off accumulation. Stupid. Stupid. And then you know what's crazy? We put on some of our more experienced players. Excuse me today, guys. We put on some of more experienced players, and we look better. We looked a lot better. Now we were chasing the game at that point, but then we put on Garnacho. What does Garnacho do? Lose the ball. Cunha runs down the other side, puts it in. Huang scores. Nail in the coffin. 2-0. Game over. Happy Boxing Day. Fuck off home. Back to Manchester. And that's you know, I can't. Let me just go ahead and do this. I'm gonna do this early. Let's just go ahead and take Amarim and put him in a box and put him over there on the shelf because we ain't worried about him right now. This team is subpar. This team has no fight. This team does not look organized. They don't look like they're ready to die out there on any given time they're ready to play. They don't look like it. Heads drop once the goals go in. People look. But the fan base do the same thing. The fan base does the same thing. Now, I will say, to Onana's defense, he was sandwiched between two men. I don't know how is that not crowding the keeper? You're impeding the keeper from being able to make a play on the ball. You're not playing the ball as a defender. How is that not? But you know what? It's just like a quarterback in the NFL or in college football. When the interception is thrown, who cares if it got tipped? It's your fault. Nobody's counting. They count the tipped interceptions now because for a long time, people were like, oh, you had 6 picks. Oh, all 6 of them were tipped. We don't care. We don't care. And that's what it is. So nobody cares that it's like that. Nobody's defending the back post. Nobody's defending the back. Nobody's defending the far side of the pitch. It just goes in. It can't happen no more. And Onana, you just have to be the sacrificial lamb here. That's what it is. That's what it is. For all of y'all that's screaming for De Gea, bro, he's gone. Y'all could get off of his dick now. He's gone. Onana is going to be gone too. We just need we don't have a backup keeper. The backup keeper did the same thing. This De Gea back thing is weird. Y'all are weird. Y'all are strange. And the minute you start losing, you start crying for everybody else. You never back people. It's strange, bro. It's absolutely strange. We got Ronaldo in the house. Let me go ahead and bring Ronaldo in. What's going on, boss man?
Rough night.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know, I'm over here screaming at these people, telling them all kinds of bad stuff. They're not ready to die or try. That's 100%, Mark. I'm not. This team has just been bad as a whole. I can't just single out one person. It's the entire team. The defense has been bad. The defense has been terrible. The keeping the ball has been a struggle. It's been a struggle, bro. It doesn't look like it's getting better. But Amarim said it's gonna be a storm. A storm is coming, and it's gonna be worse before it gets better. We just know that these guys aren't making
like that. Yeah, December 5th, he said that same thing. He's like, the storm's coming. We knew it. You know, we thought it was just gonna be our, the gauntlet of games. You got it one every 3 days, and they're really good competition. But yeah, we getting beat by everybody. It's a bunch of red in the column right now, and the big 3 at the end. They're coming up. It's Newcastle, then Scouse. Then we have a week break to lick our wounds, so probably feel good about ourselves, and then we have Arsenal in the FA Cup. So, and the way we're playing, everybody's a hard game.
I don't see us winning any of those games. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be like this, but I don't.
Of course not.
I don't see us win. I don't. Listen, I have a real conversation. A real conversation with y'all. Rasmus Højlund. Renard Højlund. Okay? Brother, I'm sorry that we picked you to lead this line, but he's 6'3". Okay?
Playing a little soft.
He's playing
stronger than that.
Soft. This guy lives on the ground. He lives on the ground. And this is the guy that y'all tell me are going to score 20 goals in the Prem?
I think there's an edge he has to develop. Or maybe he just needs to hit the gym. Either way. But yeah, you definitely need to play stronger than that, because especially in the Prem, that easy. I mean, I think honestly, like how I used to play too, even with my small frame, this is my mistake. I'm always looking to play play ball, play solid ball. I try not to think about getting hit, getting clattered, getting pushed up on. I just try to trap the ball and do what I want to do first. And yeah, every now and again, a guy would disrupt that space. He's not gonna let you. He's not gonna let you settle down. You gotta control the ball and man up, be strong. He gets knocked over a lot. Yeah, and it's like him just focusing on the ball. It's like you gotta watch your contact, get stronger there. But yeah, he's 20, right? Stuff he has to learn. Yeah, can't we straight up can't saddle him with it. He needs help.
He needs the help. He needs the
Yep.
service. I'm not blaming him individually. I'm giving everybody their goal right now. Everybody
Mhm.
that I think Ahmad and Ugarte, I would say they get a little bit of a pass. Ugarte kind of doesn't get the pass only because he does stupid foul late in the game to give yourself the to get yourself. Now you're not going to be back. You're missing a game on a accumulation. That don't not a fan, but also him in that double pivot with um Kobe, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Kobe wants to be more up front. He needs to be playing in that closer up to the 10 role.
Yep.
He needs to be up there. I don't see he wants to take a man on. He wants to get the ball down, pass it around, and get it back and do things with it. Is him playing down
He's-
deep? It's kind of like they're doing like a
yeah,
Pogba thing, like they're
yeah.
having him play
Box to
deep.
box. Yeah,
Yeah,
box to
they're
box.
having him play,
Yeah.
and it's like he doesn't have the stones for that. That's not his game. I'm not a fan. I didn't think he played well today. Another one, but also young too, right? But there's only so long this young thing is going to work before I start seeing
They get
football
old.
that looks before it looks cohesive. It doesn't look cohesive. Like it looks like shit. And like after a while, we're gonna start looking at Amarim. I think we're far from that. We're far from
No,
that. I feel like he's
I
also
mean,
shit. Go ahead.
people want to say it's an excuse, but it's not an excuse. He just came barely 2 months ago. I
Mhm.
don't think they're gonna get it right away, and they might not be good enough to get it right away.
Yep.
So you gotta have to give it time and try to change the score when we can, and see what's what. I guess in between all this too, the growing pains as he promised, they're gonna figure out who could actually do what. If you could do more than one thing, or if you can do nothing, and hopefully move in the right direction.
Casey says this team lacks physicality and accountability. No one, in a perfect world, Kobe is a 10.
I was gonna say that. He could be
I
one of the
think he should
tens.
play up there. You know what? Not having Bruno kind of is a time to experiment now. Listen, experiment because we don't have anything to win here. We have nothing to lose. We won't win. Our best chance of winning anything is probably Europa League,
Nope.
and we're not
FA
winning
Cup.
that. We're not
FA
winning that.
Cups.
I don't think
FA Cups our
we're
best
going to
chance.
lose to Arsenal. Arsenal's going to beat us decisively too. We're not. We're
Yeah.
not beating Arsenal in FA Cup. Come there. Let's go
I
ahead and get that out your head right now. You know,
where they're playing, and honest to goodness, they're not bad sides. Rangers is not a bad side, and the Romanian side are playing last in a really sexy stadium, by the way. They are they are not shit. They're good, and yeah, we could lose, especially if we're playing the way we're playing, gutless and soft and incohesive. If you don't figure
yeah,
shit out, yeah, Europa's done in January.
I
Oh yeah,
definitely,
we play for the playoffs, but yeah,
I
they're better
definitely
teams out there.
I definitely feel like Europa is. When I say that, I don't mean like it's a. I feel like it's a 20% chance we'll win now, right? I'm not. I'm
That's a
not
good
so.
chance.
That's our best
That's a
chance of
really good
winning
chance.
anything is 20%. So that's what I'm trying to drive home. But that game, bro, that game really. I mean, just to see how we kind of gave up, and then sometimes there's certain teams in history I've seen like a team could go down a man and they still look dangerous. Liverpool can do that. City used to do it a lot. They
Mhm.
go down a man and it kind of doesn't phase their play because the way they play, they're set up to keep the ball. So they probably
Exactly.
drill that. They probably like, you know what, we're gonna play
We're
with
not giving it up.
6. We're gonna play with 8 and just see how long we could keep the ball. That's the point. And we don't do that. It's like any little handicap that happens to us, going down a goal, going down a man, accumulating too many yellow cards. Now you got to play a little safer. It doesn't work in our case. And I just didn't like how people were responding today with singling out our goalkeeper. The entire team was trash. The whole team. Nobody's in that post to keep that goal out.
That's
Garnacho
why.
gave the ball away late for no reason. He came on with 10 minutes to spare.
That's another one for the gym. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
get
He got lifted, guy. I'm like, oh, stop tweeting and go in the gym, please. Muscle
come
up, get
on.
stronger. Bruno
Yeah,
Fernandez is blame number 1 today. Onana might be second, but Bruno Fernandez, those 2 tackles, oh my goodness.
I'm ready
Especially,
to see both of them leave the club. That's where I'm at.
it's yeah. I'm
I'm
down with a rebuild. Let's
I'm down.
see if Mano could do the 10.
Get Onana out of here. Get Bruno out of here. I'm okay with that. I think
I'm okay with
nobody.
that.
I think the only people that have a safe space on this team is Ahmad right now. Ahmad, Kobe,
I'm Ugarte.
Ahmad, Kobe.
Kobe.
Even you know what's crazy? Anthony has been steadily playing a little better and looking a little more sharper, but he's not getting the minutes now. So it's like when he came on, he looked a little sharp, but you know he's not going to give you that for 90 minutes. So you can't even risk putting him out there because he doesn't do it for a long period of time. Now we're getting him in small doses. He's being able to do things. He has to go. It's just this team, bro, is very. I wasn't mad when we lost today. I wasn't mad. I was
It's
a
the
little
manner.
I was a little upset at what I was seeing.
Yeah,
The
the
people,
manner in which we lost.
no, I was upset that we didn't give any fight, but I'm more mad with the fan base because it's just like we didn't watch the entire game. People still sheltering some of these guys. What are you sheltering these guys for? They need to go. They
Bruno
need to
don't need no
go.
shot. Bruno's 30. It would have been. I mean, was only Bayern that was rumored to be really interested in him in the summer,
Please come get
and
him.
then we extended him. Yeah, somebody good in Europe, because he's not gonna want to go to Saudi or anything yet. Yeah, if they talking, so, what do you take for Bruno? 70 mil? What do you think? That's the most we could get for him at this age?
Nah, I don't think at 30.
Mm,
No, guys
yeah,
are
not more than that. But yeah, a
yeah.
good 50 and up. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, yeah, we need a rebuild. We need to find the next one. Sure.
He used to go. Not and you know what? You know what's crazy? A couple weeks ago, we were just asking if Bruno is going to be a club legend.
Yeah.
We were just asking that question, like, does he become a club legend? Like, and we're like, yeah, with a couple more goals and assists, and he wins the big one. Now we don't want
Win the
him there.
Europa.
You
Win the
can't.
Europa, and
Oh,
you'll be a club legend.
nobody got the question that I asked. So
What was the
before you
question
think,
again?
the
Oh,
question I asked was, who was the last player at Man United to get sent off 3 times in a season?
feels recent. I can't remember the name.
It's
Casemiro.
relatively recent. I wouldn't
Wasn't
say
Casemiro, right?
no.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember the rest of going in on him. That felt
He
like
got.
three
I think
reds.
he got it 2 times. I think he got it 2 times, and then he got it once in a cup game or something like
Ah,
that. But like in the Premier League season, is the Nemanja Vidic.
damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
guess after
relatively
Vidic,
recent.
they just played around us. We were getting reds.
Yeah, so only way Bruno could be a club legend is if he wins the league and it doesn't look like he has the character. The only way, okay, yeah, and this group of leaders are okay with a bad performance. It doesn't affect them anymore. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to speculate how it does. I don't. I like to think that nobody likes to lose. I know there's some people
Yep.
that's only there for the money, but I like to think that there's so many people there that don't want to lose. So I
I look
can't say,
bad doing it.
yeah,
Look terrible. This is not a good look tonight.
especially to
Tonight
this
was,
team.
yeah, tonight was not a good look on you if you
Yeah.
lost out there today. It's
Um,
terrible.
I think Bruno is. I think his time here is done. I would like. Once again, Marcus Rashford gone 4 games now. He's done. The writing's on the wall for Rashford. He's finished. And people are like, "Oh, this is a game for Rashford." No, no, no. This is a game where you can't blame Rashford now because that's what we do now. That's what we do. We're a bunch of scapegoating people that we win a couple games, we get happy, and then we start losing, and we start looking at players to blame. That's where we're at now. We're in the players blames phase because like they deserve some blame. Then after a while, we might win a cup or something. We'll win a cup, something like that. And then, or like win a couple more games, maybe against a rival. And then we'll start losing again. And then we'll be like, all right, it's time to sack the manager now and do a rebuild. And that's when the word rebuild will come back. And then we'll go from there every time. The only thing is that the beautiful part about it is we were able to win a couple things in the interim. But I don't know, bro. What do you think is the direction that we should go for the rest of the season?
All right. Yeah, you have to fight for consistency in the league. You have to take the league seriously, no matter what. If you beat Arsenal and you get an easy draw after, why not? And of course, we want to give Europa some priority because we're already in the playoffs. So, and that's good competition. People don't see, please. People sometimes they say Europa kind of flippantly, like we should win it. Nope, I don't think so. There are a lot of good teams out there. As to serious competition. So yeah, I think between the league and Europa, just focus on those, especially from a rotation perspective. If you figure out, I know on this 11 tonight, we could win a game. No, don't put your B side out there for those two competitions. For the Prem, take it seriously because honestly, it's a dogfight, and that's a very good way to blood yourself. You do it against the guys that you're trying to climb up on the table on. Where are we? 14th. I mean, it's mathematically it's not bad, but it just looks bad because it's December. Happy New Year. We're 14th place. It's never happened before. Never happened in our lifetimes, and
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
I don't know and that's the thing. I think that's what it is with a lot of this. If you're 50 or 60 years old,
Yeah, it's like
70,
they're like, why are we bitching?
yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
We got
Oh,
relegated.
guys.
We've
Yeah,
been
what's wrong with you
relegated.
guys?
Whereas us, we don't know nothing but, well, now we know eighth. We're friends with eighth. We're friends with seventh and fifth.
It's still new.
We're good friends with those guys now. Now it's 14th. And it's like we're going backwards now. And like, I don't want to
Mhm.
act as if we know there's work to be done, but we also need a little bit of a band-aid. And now, we're kind of far removed from this win that we had not too long ago from City. We're kind of removed from it now because City is proved. This is what I said last week. I said, I don't know if we're good or bad because City is shit.
City's
And we
bad.
beat them, right? We
Yeah.
snatched one from them. That wasn't a good to tell. Then we get pammed up by Spurs right after. And then this. Come on now, bro. Come
Yeah.
on now.
The good vibes are
1974
going.
all over again. All we could do at this point is
Hmm.
stay away from the bottom three. Yeah, we're in a relegation battle, guys. Do we get 40 points? I don't know. Not with these next string of games. At least in the Prem, I don't know. We'll. You know what's crazy about us? We might fuck around and win Europa. That's the crazy part
Yep,
about us. We're so insane that way.
that could happen. Unlikely, just as unlikely we come in the top 4, top 5 now.
What do
Let
you
me
feel
see where
about
we at.
Amarin? What do you think's going through his head right now?
I don't think all the bright lights are helping. It's a hard job enough already. And you say it straight up said it from the jump too. It's like, yo, so I never talk this much in Portugal. Like this is crazy. And yeah, he's gonna have to talk a lot about why these guys are not getting it, why they stinking up the joint right now. Nothing's changing. Um, I know everybody has a breaking point, but I want to see how far is his. Because today, I mean, he did really well. Uh, somebody in the interview post game was saying, so you said you need time to train this and that and the other. What about Wolves? They got a new manager, and they went too straight. He's like, that's a different situation. They're playing the same way, the same system. I dropped in November, and I'm playing a different system with the same players. Our situation and Wolves is different.
And he kind of threw them under the bus a little bit.
Not really. It's changed. Not and the only thing that changed was the manager at Wolves. Everything changed. Well, not everything. The coaching staff and the system changed. That's a big change.
No doubt. I mean, Wolves are doing themselves a little favor right now, and they were in the relegation zone prior to this
They're
game.
still there. They're still there.
Oh,
They didn't pump them brakes. They're still there.
did they? Did we get them out with the win?
They're 1 point away from Leicester on 17th place. 1 point.
So yeah, they're out. They're out the zone. We got them out with a win. Like
Yeah,
if the season ended today, they wouldn't be in the.
the
Thank
way
God
I
it doesn't end
the way
today.
I the way I usually read that part of the table is like if you're not a game ahead of the person below you, that's the only way you're out the zone. If
Who's
he
the
was
bottom three? Actually, I know
you got
Ipswich is there.
Southampton
Leicester's
1
there.
win, 6 points Southampton at 20, and Ipswich on 12 points, and they have a game in hand actually, 17 games. So they might end up on 15 points for Wolves if they win their game. They play Arsenal.
I might have said Southampton was in fifth earlier.
They got 6 points, which is 1 from 5.
Okay. I
Maybe
meant
that's
to
what you
say
confused me
Bournemouth.
with.
I meant to say Bournemouth.
Oh,
Bournemouth
Bournemouth's
is in
up there.
fifth. Yeah,
Bournemouth's in
Bournemouth.
6 right now.
I get kind of mixed up. They're all kind of like red in my head.
Southampton and Bournemouth.
One's red and black, one's red and white, but whatever. We're the only reds that matter. But yeah, man, I just think we're in that kind of fight. And you know what'd be crazy if that actually happened to us? And I kind of called it on us. I was like, we got to be okay with relegation if it comes down to it. When
No, I'll never be okay with that. But I'm not gonna be naive about it. It's like, hey, if you stick up the joint and the other teams beat you, it's your ass basically. That's all you.
Ooh. I don't know if I could. My heart can take relegation.
Ah.
I don't know. I think I'm just watching everybody. I watched everybody stream today, and everybody's just a little dead inside. Nobody's hooting and hollering. Nobody's, people are online like, but as far as the streams go, people are just like, man,
Yeah.
what can you do? But the players are definitely getting the blame. We're in the blame phase for the players right now. Millwall away, I'm going to. You're going to get killed. You're going to get killed. You're going to Millwall away? Yeah, all right.
Beat them bastards.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to go, and I'm going to just wear regular clothes.
I don't even hate them for football reasons. F Millwall.
Yeah, forget Millwall, man. But yeah, I didn't want to harp too much today. We got Newcastle, Monday?
Yeah, Monday afternoon.
Monday, 3 p.m. Newcastle.
I'm going to holler at Jan.
Going up against Gordon and Isak and the real Bruno. You know what I'm saying? We're going up against some ballers now, and they
run, they press.
They just
We're
slapped
up there
up
too, right?
Aston Villa today 3-0. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you
we're hosting at least. I want to say 3-0, but I'll be a little more positive. 3-1.
Oh, so positive.
We'll score one. No, people. I compared it like years ago. I compared it to like a siege. Everybody's coming for this to get their leg in.
It's at home too.
Suckers right now. We're home. It don't matter, man.
Yeah,
Bournemouth clapped us up 3-0. 2 years straight, dog.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
I made a vow to myself on camera. I would not pick against United on camera. I did it before. I think we had Liverpool. Yeah, it was the season where we lost the first two and we played Liverpool in the third game. We ended up beating them under Ten Hag. The last time we beat them, I want to remember outside of that FA Cup. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and just go out on a limb and say 2-1 United. This is safe 2-1. Safe 2-1. I guess
like we about to concede one.
I'm thinking this is Casey says 2-2.
I'll take that.
Oh man, I don't like to say draw. I don't like to draw. I don't like to be like, when you were like, man, if we get a point out of this, I'm like, we ain't getting no fucking point. We're not getting no fucking point. These guys have died. They fell off the edge now. They're done. So you're saying 3-1. I say Kate says 2-2. I say 2-1. I don't know, man. I'm just I'm trying to make it fun, trying to laugh. You gotta laugh to keep from crying. But if you could speak to 2-2 is as negative as I could feel. Yeah. If you could say something constructive to somebody on the Man United team right now, to get them going, what would be something you would say to them in the locker room? And we'll end with that.
Honestly, I'll just ask them straight up in your face, man to man. Aren't you tired of losing? Like, really? You're not tired of that? Because if you're not tired of that, you could, go talk to the front office. Because I'm sure Ruben just came in. That's not something he's trying to not be tired of. He's trying to win. So anybody else he
didn't talk to them?
Need to go.
You see, he didn't talk to them after the match.
Ruben left. He dipped.
Yeah, he just didn't
He,
talk to him.
he let them soak in it. Nice.
He just rolled. He said, "All right, I ain't no talking to
You
you.
guys
I'm out."
stink. You guys stink. You go home, eat some turkey.
Bruno, you have to be better. People are following you, and your standards have to higher. Okay, yeah, he got to stop being dirty too.
That's
He's a little.
dirty and being a little bitch, honestly.
Yeah,
How would you
I
come
mean,
and do that 1 minute after halftime? You pull that stunt. Like, what's going on with your head?
I'd look Onana right in his face. Right, I'll drape him by his collar, and I say, "Listen here, you represent something much bigger than yourself. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey,
They think
man
we
up.
can't play the position, and you're ruining it. You're
You're
ruining it." Now,
ruining it,
they'll
mate.
always
You're
think that.
ruining it.
You're ruining it. They already think that. They'll always think that. But you are doing some
Ruining it.
stupidness. Now, I really don't blame that last goal on him. But like I said earlier, before you came on, I was like, when it's just like being a quarterback in the NFL, bro. When that pick gets thrown and it gets tipped off the hands and goes into somebody else, all people remember is the pick.
Yeah.
All that goes down in the column is that it's a pick. When the goal goes in, if you just like NBC is even some dirty pricks because when the goals go in,
they show the freaking Colin Cup goals. It's not
they
even the
go
same team.
right to Onana, right to his face. Like, look,
Uh,
and look, the man was like this. He is the two-man here like this. I don't know how that's not a foul. And the ball goes over his head at least 7 or 8 feet and just shoop. That was perfect. That was a perfect goal. It's happened to us twice this season. No, you know what's crazy? It happened to us twice, and nobody's thought, you know what, let me get on the back post. But nobody's saying that in
I
the
don't get that.
chat. Nobody's saying that in the chats. Like, you know what I'm saying? Onana Glenn is judging you. Don't talk about Glenn on this show. This is a Glenn-free show. We don't talk about waste men.
We know who we're talking about, though.
Yeah.
We know who we're talking about.
We don't talk about waste men. We talk about actual professionals. All right. But yeah,
Unprofessional comments. Yeah.
I think it's time for Onana to go. I still think
We can get better, sure. Let's do it.
yeah, you know, there's better out there. I mean, to be honest, when I first asked for a goalkeeper, I was asking for what's his name at Arsenal first, Raya. I wanted Raya first, and then Raya didn't happen. So and then we got Onana, and Onana was playing in the final, and then he played so well, he kind of played his way into my heart. But
I wanted that guy who went Inter because we got Onana, the Swiss goalie, Sama.
yeah,
I wanted him because he could play well with his feet too.
right.
But
That's what we need.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We need both.
Yeah.
We need both. But we also need a defense that's not making you face 100 and so odd shots.
Yeah, Inter's not doing that foolishness for sure.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like the thing that we're not talking about is we're still conceding a lot of shots to these teams. Not as much as 20 a game anymore, but there's still a lot of shots. 10. You know what I'm saying? So the defendant has to change. I think Lenny Euro is also one of them that kind of is away from some negativity today.
Yeah, he just started running basically, and he's 19.
And then the back three, you can't even really look at them because it's like it has to go the passage of play to get to that point, right? Where we're conceding. It's like it's a whole thing. It's a team thing. It's not just a one-man thing. So I don't know. I would look at Onana, I'd grab him up, and I'd slam him on his head, and I said, "Listen here, you represent more, and you need to do more." But at the same time, this is just where we're at, bro. This is where we're at. Anything you want to leave us with tonight? This is a short show. We're gonna go back to our families on this Boxing Day, on this Christmas Day. What'd you get for Christmas?
I got me this new mic and equipment that doesn't work right now.
Did you get the receipt?
No, it's fine. I'll test it out. I don't know where it is, but yeah, I do have the receipt.
No, we can stay on after and test it out if you want.
Yeah. That is dope. Were you sticking it on the whiteboard over there?
I don't know where I'm gonna put it. My wife got this made for me, and I just really appreciate her for this. You know, shouts to my wife. My wife has gotten so much stuff for this channel. Like literally, like her sister bought me this mic. My wife bought the camera. She helped me get this laptop. All this stuff in here. She bought me that for Christmas last year. You know, she really does a big. So shout out to my wife, man. I had a good Christmas.
That's what's up, man.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and end it on this note. Shouts to Sean. Shouts to everybody. Casey, we didn't get to go live on Tuesday. You know, Christmas kind of screwed everything up, but we'll be back at you. Like, comment, subscribe. You said what?
Casey got family from Yard.
Yeah, I think he was out with his family. Everybody was out. You know, the Jamaicans love to come up here for Christmas.
LA's a good spot to go.
Yeah, I love LA. I love they live in a great weather town and there's hardly any rain. Oh my god, I was just not jealous of their traffic. That's kind of kills it for me. Like a couple days in LA and I'm already over it because the traffic's so bad. But it's a beautiful, beautiful town. Beautiful town. But yeah, shouts to everybody. Thank you, Ronaldo, for coming on. I know this was short. I know, I spent most of it yelling at people. I'll try to be better for next time. But
hey, they need to be better next time, man.
Oh. Facts. Reds out there. If I could talk to the fans for 1 second, buckle in.
Yeah, it's gonna get rough.
It's gonna be rough.
Storm time.
Shouts to everybody. Shouts to 1878 Casual, the whole team, everybody out at the pub, ATL, MUFC. Good night. One love, and up the fucking Reds. To you live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and Atlanta, Georgia. This is United Fan Zone with Sean Gregg and Mikey Douglas.